That's like to fight him on a weekly basis.
Who's he gonna go? How do you practice against one of his, you know, all the characters in the roster? So,
and the funny thing is that Sharp has a playstyle that really fits well to playing so many characters, because you can see Sharp play passively, you can see them just wait out reactions, and then burst ahead. That in itself, I think, works well against Luigi, but we'll have to see how it all plays out as Game 1 takes us to Town and City.
Yeah, and Sharp already going to be controlling the stage quite well. Peace has just not been able to find the way in. Sharp is just constantly full hopping and short hopping in place, waiting for that dash attack or maybe that odd grab to come out, and Sharp has been with punishing it so far.
Yeah, the thing that Peace is going to be looking for the most is the opportunity to whiff punish Lucina, although coming down with fair is one of the most obvious things that Lucina can be doing, and probably her best bet in this matchup. Occupying that space ahead where Green Fireball or the Zare is going to not really do a lot, it's going to make this a hard time for Luigi.
Looking at the pacing in the game right now, oh my. Oh my. Oh, that was quite the up smash. Yeah, Sharp was like, hey, I know that you're crossing out my shield safely. I don't have a guarantee out of shield punish, but at least I can try to guess what you're going to do. And that up smash was just so confident. But I have to say, I really like the way that Sharp is really playing second beat. He's always going to be the one jumping first and positions himself in the air, but then Peace is the first one to actually commit to a button, like an attack, like a grab, like a down B in the air, and Sharp just not gonna let Peace get away with it at all.
No, this Game 1 is going out of control with Sharp. Peace got to figure out a way to keep this Lucina on the ground. The way that Sharp is staying so mobile, I think, is what's really making this a hard time for Luigi, because it doesn't matter if you get these stray hits here and there. Like, the 103% that Sharp has gotten us to is minimal at best. It's finding little trades here and there. Meanwhile, Sharp is consistently pushing out to the ledge. All the platforms are safe passes for him. He just waits, using them as a canopy to respond to Luigi buttons. And look where it's gotten him. But we missed attack, and all of a sudden, story changes.
Yeah, story changes, but by how much? Not particularly much, because this is still a 2-1 stock lead for Sharp. Just waiting out these buttons. Sharp is just jumping. Pieces just not occupying the space where Sharp is jumping. I want to see like a full hop forward, a full hop neutral, just something to be able to call out all these jumps, but Sharp is quite literally getting away with it.
It's just that Peace is not there to punish out the wayward options.
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh, that was phenomenal DI off the nairs, and then like not the best DI off the up smash. It was at a higher percent as it is, but that's going to be Sharp taking Game 1 in incredible fashion.
Peace was scared. When you do actional air dodge out of disadvantage like that, you're a little bit spooked. Sharp was mixing. Sharp was just playing so well, so confidently, constantly jumping and positioning himself in such ways that I feel like Peace was just like not occupying a lot of the space that Sharp was occupying, right? Not really throwing out a lot of hitboxes to actually be able to cover those jumps. Not a lot of like full hop forward airs from Luigi, not a lot of full hop up airs, or just really anything to try to catch some of Sharp's landings. Peace was going for a lot of grounded options like dash attack and grab, and quite truthfully, we didn't see many of those connect, if at all.
3, 2, 1.
And Luigi's claim to fame in Ultimate is having a phenomenal grab game. Like, the Zero to Deaths have their place in this character's reputation. If you don't land your grab, you're not really playing into the strongest aspects of this character. And while Luigi can find combos without the throws, it's much harder to do. And if you can't even find your initial hit to get it started, you're hard-pressed to rack up any meaningful damage. Going blow for blow, Lucina is going to find a lot more success.
And again, Sharp already just controlling the stage so well. Beautiful punish on the goal line reaction on Wi-Fi, and that's always awesome to see. Yeah, Sharp is just once again just jumping in place so confidently. Peace this time trying to go for some jump zones and jump fireballs, which I think is honestly I like that decision quite a bit.
It's as best of a disjoint as Luigi has to fool around with, because back air is not going to find any mileage here. And when the only other notable counter hit that's available to Luigi in disadvantage is like Green Tornado or Nair, you gotta give him credit where it's due. Unfortunately for Peace, Shark going to be finding the mark, once again punting deep off stage, and that's what's going to be leading to yet another stock lead.
Yeah. look at how confident Sharp is in all of his approaches. He is just catching every single one of Peace's commitments, all of his jumps, all of their tendency to sit in shield sometimes. Sharp is, I gotta say, just Sharp is doing such a good job.
Sharp's finding their mark once again with the back air. And it's these stocks finding themselves in the same position time after time. It's deep out where Peace is backed into as much of a corner as you possibly can have in Smash. And bereft of options. Like, there's really nothing Luigi can do, and Lucina is just hovering around there.
Sharp is just, once again, just jumping and playing so confidently. Peace has just not been able to find a lot of these hits. This is
What's Luigi to do?
Yeah, I dare say he's playing a little Sharp right now. All right.
Yeah? You want to say it again? Maybe a little louder so Sharp can hear you? Trying to get gutsy with the down air is going to lead to an SD. It's putting us in the same position we saw in game 1, where second least on life potentially for Peace. Although this time, he's going to make the grab count. Nope.
Ooh,
Sharp said, see ya.
It's possible Sharp was at too high of a percent, and that that looked like it wasn't supposed to bounce at the end there. But you know what? It's still 53% onto the board. Peace was able to put on a good amount of damage, able to actually catch the dash that time using the grab. But once Lucina's jumping in the skies, Fireball is a move that does so little damage. As a projectile, it's not going to be doing too much, but...
Oh no. The early air dodge led Peace to not being able to come back to stage. Even with the missed tech, Sharp wasn't going to be able to come back anyways. We could have had the tied stock count, but alas, that is a game 2 going in favor of Sharp, and we are, once again, we're one game away from the clean sweep. What could Peace do to really change what's been ahead of us so far?
Okay. It's Lucina Luigi. Lucina, floaty. Lucina occupies the air. Luigi likes catching you landings. Luigi likes grabbing you and catching you shielding. What do you do if you're not actually playing out of shield like that much and you're always constantly playing second beat? Lucina quite literally jumps circles around Luigi. For Peace, a smaller stage would perhaps be preferable here. Somewhere where you can at least just sort of close it down on Lucina, because it seems like in this kind of a matchup, Luigi is the one that is going to default into the role of the aggressor, the one that's always approaching, while Sharp is just jumping and waiting for that approach. So continuously going back to town and city for Peace might be a bit of a dangerous choice.
I wholeheartly agree. I feel like Lucina does a decent job with being able to shark the plats here, and as we've very clearly seen from Sharp time and time again in this set, but Lucina has the tools to play off stage comfortably. A lot of the stocks that Sharp has found has been from successful heavy edge guarding, and I feel like the best way that Peace can try to take this back is stay closer to the ground, try their best to just stay like walking, stay shielding consistently. Like, Lucina's going to threaten your shield one way or another. You may as well try to play out the reaction game, because that's the game that Sharp is playing, and that's the game that Sharp is playing really well.
Ooh, and Sharp going to be going so deep, forces that low recovery, but doesn't want to overcommit there towards the end. That's the down throw into the back here. Going to be putting Sharp into the corner, and now this is Peace with a really strong positional lead, but then Sharp ends up getting his way back onto center stage. Hold on. Whoa.
Oh, not able to read the DI properly. Green Tornado going to completely miss its mark. But the percentage is there for Peace to find some sort of footing in this set. Finding a lead against Sharp would certainly be impressive, but the buttons just aren't there to make it happen right now.
Peace is finally sort of falling into that rhythm of being able to keep Sharp into the corner, but once again, as soon as Peace presses side B, Sharp knows I can follow you, I can chase you down there, and I can get this kill. I can catch you in the startup, I can outrange your hitbox with my disjoint. It's Luigi off stage against Lucina. You gotta hold that. You just have to try to mix when you can. Oh no.
Oh, the mix is happening, but it's not from the Luigi. Sharp is further pressing forward here, being rewarded for their efforts, but throwing themselves right into Green Tornado. At 148, that's an easy enough position for Luigi to find kill.
Oh, look at that.
And just like that, he will. How about that?
Yeah, finally finding that back throw kill throw. Was every single stock from Sharp and SD up until now?
You're not wrong.
Interesting. So Peace going to be taking that stock. from Sharp right now, but at 63% and stuck at the ledge against Lucina. Going to be just immediately defaulting to, you know, that really big option, going for grab. If Peace lands it, he could get the stock, but Sharp is just waiting for him to press that button first.
Ooh, the Zair hit into the grab, but not able to find anything substantial off of it. Building up the damage is fine and dandy, but Peace needs a kill. Not going to be finding him in this set, though. A very strong 3-0 in favor of Naitosharp.
That was Lucina Luigi. That was also just Sharp. He was constantly positioning himself so well. He was playing so confidently. He was jumping in the right space against Luigi, where Luigi can't actually do all that much to catch that jump or even cover that landing. Luigi doesn't have that mobility as Lucina drifts from left to right while, you know, she's just floating through the skies. Every single time that Sharp jumped, the biggest thing on his mind is like, hey, are you gonna press the button? Amazing, incredible. I know that this button's not connecting, and I can throw out forward air, back air, landing with down air, and sets up those edge guards and found those kills. Sharp just had like a very strong idea of how they wanted to be playing this matchup, stuck to it, and look at that, a dominant 3-0, never going down to the last stock.
You know, I don't think it needs to really be restated, but Luigi finding his value at his grab, the easiest sense of